Good evening, Andy.
Good evening. I don't know where he was looking then.
I was looking into my...
Into
yeah, it's because for some reason this week it's directly right in front of me, so I'm like looking at myself. Oh, God, I'm good looking.
You know.
I know I'm not.
That's
Let me look between the thing.
We do sort of switch it by every week. I can't remember where it goes every week, so I just move it all over. I suppose I'm still trying to find the layout.
Yeah.
It's pretty boring, isn't it?
Yeah, big time. I'm glad you said it because I was thinking it.
If this is your first time listening, get used to that.
How's your week?
Oh,
not this shit.
This is the Dad Tale Podcast. I'm Andy and this is Leon. We have parents of 5 children between us, and we're not a couple. We're here to give our take on all things parenting, even from a father's point of view. We're operating. I can't even read. What's the point in this?
Welcome to my world.
We are operating on an 80-20 split of poor and priceless advice. We're here to offer views on your problems, challenges and troubles. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter and Instagram. Please like, share and subscribe to our podcast on YouTube, wherever you get your podcast fulfillment. This is Season 3, Episode 29.
Good stuff. Welcome.
How are you?
I'm good, man.
Good.
How's you been?
Pretty steady. I've been trying to think what I've done this week. Went out for an Indian on Friday.
How was it? Or she?
Pretty average.
Really?
But it was nice to catch up with old friends.
Oh, you feel that again?
The Indian that you're not allowed to come to.
Stop telling me!
We have mutual friends. They're in this group. There's absolutely no reason you should not be in this group. But whenever they say, why don't you invite Leon? I'm like, no, he's not allowed to come.
Did they actually say, why do you invite Leon? Yeah. Bag idea. Because Waslow last time said, oh, you can come. Do you know what I mean? I just keep forgetting to invite you.
Yeah.
I can't believe I had an invite now and you won't let it come.
You have more than one. I just won't allow it. I keep blocking it. Indian blocked you big time. So that's happened this week. Pretty uneventful, but nice to catch up with people. I've got a story today to tell you. And it's a bit of a weird one. So, can I talk about it? Yeah. So I've been...
Can I talk about it? They're the best stories when you stop yourself to go, can I really say this thing?
So I've been at work today.
Here we go.
I think it'll be all right still. And no, I wasn't at work. I was somewhere else. And somebody was presenting in the room.
Yeah.
And they turned round. And I'm 90% certain they farted. Right. And they were stood quite close to me. So I kind of looked around the room to see if anybody else noticed it. You know, one of them ones that just drop out.
Yeah.
You move and you just fart.
Yeah.
But he didn't say anything. Or she didn't say anything. So
if you're presenting on the 31st of... He's talking about you.
So I looked around the room. Nobody seemed to acknowledge it. She... They didn't acknowledge it.
Get your pronouns right.
So I really wanted to know if you'd farted. So I found myself sat there going.
And then now you come from the weirdo going, and he's got like some breathing problem. He's sniffing really loud.
Like leaning over as well.
Why is he sniffing the bum?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I just needed to know.
Why?
Because he, she, they, not quite the type of person I would think farted.
Yeah, but everybody, I hate to pop that bubble, but everybody farts.
But it would be like being like in court and someone just letting one rip.
But people do play fart in court more than you think.
I know, it's funny, isn't it? Farts are funny.
I think it's natural. I don't find them funny.
I don't find it offensive in any way, but I think sometimes in the same breath you've got to own it and just go, oh.
Which I think I would. I go, woo, more tea, Vicar.
Little bottom bird.
Bit more chuck. That started. That's my favourite.
Now, what is your favourite fart, guys?
Yeah. What do you say when someone? I tell you what was a good one I used to go, like shoot that duck.
Yeah, mine stood on a duck.
Oh, so yeah, kid, it was someone's dad. Whoever it was, you should have gone, shoot that duck. I can't think his dad used to say it was somebody.
Good times. What have you been up to this week? If you can beat that.
No, I can't. So let's just move. No, I've had football as per normal. So Ava Saturday. No, football. We've got a 2-week break. Well, summer. So the tournament's still running. Well, no, we've got a couple of weeks off now anyway. So Ava had a tournament on Saturday. All girls tournament again. Nice to see. Got to semis.
Marty Vicker.
Got knocked out. Don't know what nicked out is, but got knocked out.
There's no worse about getting knocked out of the semi, is there?
No, it's not good, is it? Anyway,
Sorry.
and then Noah won a tournament on Sunday
Nice.
at Howden. So it was a tournament, but it was like a smaller version of tournament for like a teenage cancer. It's called, well, I should have really known. It's called Starlight or something like that, or Shining Light. And it was at Howden, really well organised, and it went like there were 6 teams on pitch 1 and pitch 2, so like 3 games on one, 3 on the other, and then they went through to a semi and then straight into a final. Which quite a good little concept. So like it was really short, sharp, and fast. It was really good. Which class?
What was that?
Which class? So first game won 2-1. Second game I think we won 3-1. I was the other way around, 3-1 and 2-1. Then we won 4-0, I think, in the third game. Got into semis, won 8-1, and then won 10-1 in final.
You're not supposed to win 10-1 in final.
I know, especially when the group stage was sort of like, the team we beat in final, we played them second, and they won 2-1. It was a really tight game. They went 1-0 up, and then we clawed one back, and for ages was like, oh no, we're going to draw here, and then got one. And then in final, I don't know what happened. We just turned up and went.
Did they not turn up?
I don't know.
Did they go up?
They were big lads. Big, really big. We always say this. For some reason, our town, we always seem to be small. Wherever we go, we seem to be quite small. So I don't think I've ever been to a game yet and gone, hey, look, we're bigger than these lot. Not once. And
yeah, this was even when I used to play football.
Yeah,
all kids we played against were all
massive.
like beards and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I played with a couple of lads that are big, but the majority of our team were very small in stature and stuff.
It's the same when kids are playing like netball. I always think that the kids they play against are all massive.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, do we not feed them in this town?
I don't know what it is.
I think it's maybe factories and stuff.
Could be something in the water. Ooh. Let's do an investigation. I'm writing to the press to find out what's going on. Why are we smaller than everyone else?
There's a big debate at the moment about the salt and pepper tower, isn't there?
Oh,
It's made national news about if people around town don't even know which is which.
Oh, no, idiots.
Just out of interest. Which do you think? What?
So the brown one is a pepper grinder.
Yeah.
Because it is a pepper grinder. It looks like a pepper grinder.
Doesn't.
And a salt pot, a proper American salt pot, is a big silver tin that you turn upside down with loads of holes in it. And that's what that looks like, a big salt pot. Like an American style salt pot. So debate over.
I would have just gone, salt's white, pepper's brown.
Yeah. Although I did see
I'm a simple person, you see.
I did see the thing that said Saxton's pepper pot. It's meant the the white one. That's actually mentioned the pepper pot, and it's off it's been designed on a Saxton's pepper pot, which is a little white tub that brown pepper comes out of. I don't know. Hey, you brought it up, man. You brought it up. However, brown pepper pot looks like a pepper thing, and the other one's a salt shaker.
If anybody wants to Google it, the brown pepper pot does not look like a pepper pot.
Well, no, it looks like a phallus.
A chalised phallus.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, so I saw that and I thought, just Google it. And Wikipedia actually says which is what. Because I think it was the salt pot was there first. The pepper pot was there first. Then they added the salt pot to it.
It's a slow news day, innit, if we're talking about the people.
It's that slow. We're talking about now on our podcast.
Yeah.
Let's step on.
Let's step on. Should we talk about our topic?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about movies. Good old cow films.
I love movies.
But not in a conventional fashion. We're not just going to go, what do you like? What do I like? I want to know who would play you in a movie.
Who would play
What kind of movie? All right, let's start off with what movie would you be in?
I'd be in an
leading role.
What, is in like, it might be an action film.
Yeah, you can't just be, do you know what, I'm going to be in...
I'm going to be Godfather.
Yeah, but I'm going to be the one in the background. I'm the one in the bar just having a drink on the scene.
Why not?
Because you could... Brilliant conversation.
Yeah.
Podcast over.
So I don't perceive myself to be this person. But if I could be anybody and then portray someone in real life as this person as a movie character, so take them out of a movie and become this person.
Interesting.
It would be James Bond.
James Bond.
Yeah, I quite like the whole. I love James Bond. I quite like the whole spy. But even the same breath, maybe thinking from Mission Impossible. His name just left my head. Yeah, not about the character in it. Ethan Hawke in it. No, he's other actor. It's Ethan Summer.
In American football.
Tony Hawk. I can't think it's Ethan Summer. It's just left my head. I'm sure it's something Ethan. Anyway, something like that. Do you know, spy-esque? Because even like, do you know, like, remember Triple X with Vin Diesel?
Yes.
That was a good
Never seen it.
character.
This is another thing we should mention.
You're terrible at films, yeah.
Never seen the film. I've seen a lot of films, but never any films that you have recommended. Or
Well, put it this way, I pulled out the top 10 films that you should watch. Like IMDb had like the top 10 films you should watch before you die, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Real dramatic to you, you've not seen any of them.
No. It's not that.
Oh, I think you'd seen some, but not all. 10 etc. Because
I bet there was 2 on that list.
Because like number one's like Shawshank Redemption, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've seen that, yeah?
Yeah, seen that. I mean, that's one of them. We don't want to talk directly about films, but I don't get why it's so popular.
It's brilliant.
Why though?
What do you mean why? Because the story's good, you know. That's like that's the same. Why is that painting good? Because he's bloody good. He's put some effort into that. There's some good bloody acting.
It's not about effort.
Well, no, because there's good acting, there's good portrayal, isn't there? There's a good storyline. You feel like you're involved. You're getting invested, interested. It's better than that film you sent to me, where the acting was terrible, the sportsmanship was terrible. Yeah, what was that film again, by the way? Just what was that film?
Facing the Giants.
Facing the Giants. If anybody's seen, I'm looking at the camera. Has everyone seen Facing the Giants? I know. Just message in, say if you like it or not. In fact, I've got a poll coming on.
I wouldn't want to be on IMDb.
I can't get to my phone because it's on my screen, but I bet you it's low.
It'll take me about 45 minutes to find it.
This is another thing. Do you know Rotten Tomatoes? Tomatoes. Oh, I'm American. I don't get if having a high tomato score. Tomatoes.
It's a mixture of the two.
Oh my god.
Potatoes.
Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes. Is having a high Rotten Tomato score a good thing or a bad thing? Because it comes up all the time, as in like, I told earlier on, it's like Teenage Mutant Ninja film, the new one, a 98 Rotten Tomato score, and I was like,
yeah, so you think rotten
is bad, but I think it could be a good thing being that high. But I can't figure out what because the whole thing about Rotten Tomatoes is it's not like uber critical, movie critics.
Yeah,
it's just anybody's having like a free for all, so it gets a bit skewed. Yeah, if I have some nostalgia for something, I'm not being fair really, because it's my personal. I suppose that's any movie critic.
If anybody knows, if anybody cares, if anyone wants to message in and just say it's correct us, correct you.
What character would you be then?
Well, I think if I could just be a person in a movie, I would be Forrest Gump. That guy's done everything. He taught Elvis to dance. He became a table tennis champion. He was a war hero. He was, what else to do? A shrimp boat captain. What more do you want from life?
You're only one side of the story. His side.
It's good enough for me.
There's no factual things that back that up, is there?
Oh, obviously, P.T. Barnum.
Oh, yeah.
Great show.
Yeah, that's very good. Apart from he was meant to be nothing like.
Yeah, I can imagine it wasn't. But if he had been, it probably wouldn't be as good a film, would it?
No. Good point.
But actually, I've done an online quiz to find out who would play me in a movie.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I should share it with me. I couldn't do it myself as well.
I did about 20 minutes ago.
All right. Just throw it out there as well. I'd like to be Harry Potter.
All right.
I'd like to be Harry. I'd like to be a wizard.
Wizard slave.
Yeah, you're Harry. You're a wizard, Harry. See that what it is? Is that the saying?
I don't know.
I'm sure Hagrid says, "You're a wizard, Harry." That's like that.
Yeah. Is he Irish?
He's got a weird accent.
You're good at accents as well. Aren't you?
Amazing.
The best.
Go on, go on. What's the thing?
So, you don't want me to go through all the questions, do you?
I can do.
I'll go through a couple of questions. So, ask gender, type of film.
I just want to own it. I've just jumped.
Well done.
I wonder that, mate. I'm absolutely stinking at the moment. It's like sewage.
So, gender, type of film you like to be in. Would you like to be the starring role? How friends would describe you? So, the idea is you get all these questions and it gives you who will play you in your film. A couple of things in there. How famous would you want the actor to be? So I put very famous because we need to know somebody that people know.
Yeah.
Do I want to be famous? I put a little famous. It'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Attitude to travelling, public. Does it matter if they've had a public scandal? Doesn't bother me. A few other things, Academy Awards, etc. Attitude to fashion. One thing that you would like the actor to portray. So I put my sense of humour.
Okay.
So you want to answer the guess?
Um,
So this is not something that I'm going to look
I'm going to
like.
say, and yeah, this could be any male actor, surely, right? So you have to give me a clue, at least. It could be anyone. I'm not a computer generator, so I can't process all these things together.
If this was him, and we was doing that marriage question, this would be a question you should know.
Okay. I think you would end up with someone like Adam Sandler.
Ooh. I'd take an Adam Sandler.
Just re-saying the comedy thing. I think he's more of a comedy.
Well, actually,
Jim Carrey.
This character that's come out, I wouldn't say was a comedy actor.
Oh, okay.
He's played, I wouldn't say he's played comedy parts, but he's played serious parts, played loose parts, played a lot of different parts. Some big parts, some sitcom.
Ooh,
sitcom? No, not sitcom. Drama. No, he has played a bit of sitcom. Sitcom, drama.
Sitcom's a TV series. How old is he?
In his 50s.
Oh, brilliant. Well, tell me, because you butchered this.
And this is definitely one you would take. Mr. George Clooney.
Oh, God. Yeah, to that.
So he, based on the questions that I've answered, he would be who would play me in a movie. I'm thinking more Danny DeVito would play me in a movie.
Yeah, probably fitting you.
But I've also thought of that. I think, in my mind, not that I look, because I don't think I do look like any famous actors or actresses.
Steve Buscemi. You look a bit like Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
You don't know me, do you?
If I saw his face, I'd recognise the name. He'll have been in one of them films I've never watched. I'd like to think I'm more of a Bradley Cooper.
What, you look like
no,
him, or you're smooth like Bradley Cooper?
I think that's who I'd kind of like to think would portray me in a film.
Okay.
Or Tom Hardy. Or maybe even a Johnny Depp.
Right.
You're a good-looking actor.
Yeah.
But realistically, I'm thinking more James Corden, Rowan Atkinson, and Michael Gambon.
Michael Gambon's a good person.
Nice guy.
I wouldn't take that as a bad thing. Michael Gambon's not a bad-looking lad.
No, but can you imagine going to a casting about your life?
And Gambon popped up. I'd love that.
And the people that they brought in went, oh, it's Robbie Coltrane.
I hope not. He's brown bread. You know, took him up just to get your look. Well, we thought he looked a bit dead, so we thought we'd get this person back out of the ground.
Just wheeled him in.
R.I.P. Love Robbie Coltrane as well. What an actor.
Yeah, Robbie Freight Train.
See, mine would have to be someone bored like Vin Diesel or Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis would go for you because you like a vest as well.
Yeah, I do like a wife beater. But it has to be someone bald, wouldn't it? So I'm quite limited in. There is some bald actors out there. There's not loads, is there? Because a lot of can chuck a wig on. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, but you'd have to go through the stages, wouldn't you, of having the wig, and then it periodically dropping off,
coming off. But yeah, so I don't say I look anything like them either, like Vin Diesel or Brad Pitt or Jason Statham.
Jason Statham's the other one. That's what I was sort of thinking for you.
Why? Because he's good looking.
Because he's a very good looking guy.
Oh, yeah.
Just like you are, and he can dive.
Yeah. I like him in Snatch. I like to be an actor.
Overrated.
Overrated?
Yeah.
I do.
Lockstock was way better.
Lockstock is good, yeah. I'm up there with it. Brilliant film. Better. Power of each other, I'd say.
Definitely better. What would your choice of movie be to be in? Like
action.
What kind of? Oh,
it'd be an action film. I couldn't do a romantic rom-com. I could maybe do a comedy, but then I don't think you're getting anything. I don't think you're getting any storyline just out of anything from a comedy. Because comedy can be on anything, can't it? You can just go on a weird, crazy adventure. It can be out.
Would I'd love to see you in a rom-com. Did you ever do any acting at school?
No. I remember once we did something like in drama. We did like an LOL, like a scene. We pretended it was like in LOL, like doing that sort of thing.
LOL.
Yeah, I remember that. I used to love LOL as well. But I think we chose it because we liked it. There's like three of us. It was at high school. The three of us, and because we liked it, we decided to do that. And it was utter garbage. I mean, wasn't anything good.
It was you.
I think I was a good morning. I think I did that.
Vicky Michelle.
Oh God, I love LOL. It's good, isn't it?
What are you calling it?
LOL. It's LOL, isn't it? LOL. many L's is there? There's 3 in there. LOLO.
Spell it.
Hello. I don't get what I've done wrong. LOLO. Hello. Go on, how'd you say then?
I just thought it was LOLO.
That's what I said. LOLO. I didn't say anything different, did I? I thought it was LOLO. What are you talking about?
It felt like there was a lot of LOs and LOs.
LOLO. Anyway, we digress. So what would yours be?
Definitely a comedy, I think. I don't know, because films have very much changed, haven't they, over the last few years? There's a lot of things that we used to watch when we were younger that maybe won't stand up nowadays. Like, what was I watching? There was on about, you remember Weird Science?
No.
Maybe a bit before your time. So it's like 2 lads that created this perfect woman on like the computer, and this woman came to life. And when you look at it now, it's pretty weird and creepy.
Yeah.
And you think now
but it's more like to be now with AI and stuff. People are creating them up with
real life.
We're going, that'll never happen.
And things like American Pie.
Yeah, I've seen a thing about them saying American Pie won't be able to be released now because it's like a pervy boys being like predatory in it and stuff like that.
Yeah. So stuff like that. Class film.
Speaking of that, I wouldn't stand up anymore.
A wee bit.
A film. No, it's a TV series. I watched a little bit the other day. That couldn't happen now.
I was never a fan of Little Britain.
I didn't mind at the time. At the time, I didn't mind it, and I went with the wave. Don't get me wrong. But I watched it the other day, and I was like, "Wow, this is."
I just didn't think it was funny. I thought it was just old women pissing themselves.
Well, the one I was watching. What's wrong with that?
It's just not funny.
It was.
But they say about Friends. They say Friends won't be allowed now.
Won't it?
No, because there's 6 20-something white people, middle class.
That's a bit snowflakey. I think that could still. There's nothing in there that's unacceptable. That there's nothing they're talking about or not the behaviours and things like that. There's not. Do you know what I mean? I think that could work now. Do you know what I mean? I know you're trying to say that it's not politically correct or inclusive. Yeah. I get that.
No, nobody in there that touches on LBGTQ, RSTU, all the letters. Is there? Can you think of anybody? One character that Phoebe was married to, that dancer, that was gay and wasn't gay.
Don't know, the Nicky fat guy, didn't they? I swear, where would he come in? Free and easy.
Yeah.
Gunther was gay. Oh no, everyone thought it was. Brilliant that.
But he was just a massive pervert.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so that one kind of stand up nowadays. So we're recording this 31st of July, new Barbie film out. What are you thinking about that?
I want to watch it because I thought it was a Barbie film about Barbie. Actually, it's got nothing really to do with Barbie. They've just hooked a brand to it, if that makes sense. If you took the film away from Barbie, Ken, and things like that, and put it into its own section and did the film, and everyone had random names, apparently the film still had the same connotation. They've just put it around the Barbie to make it show how idiotic the whole concept of how we treat people is. That's what it's meant to be about.
Right.
So I didn't realise. So I was talking to someone who said, like, kids are watching, not get what's going on to allow their kids are watching, not understanding, but it's actually a deeper meaning about society and stuff. Now we portray people, how we put people up on pedestals and stuff like that. So I was like, I want to watch this then.
A bit deeper.
I've genuinely not seen it, so I can't pass any judgment. But they were saying you could take the Barbie brand, rip it down, and it's still the same message still be there. They just use
it doesn't sell as well then, does it?
Well, there is that sort of thing, but the whole concept of
if you just said it's a film about socialisation and realising what part we play in society, people go, nah.
Well, yeah. But Barbie, I'm there. So yeah, but apparently it's really good. Apparently, really, really good.
I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some people say it's really good, some people say it's really pants.
But maybe they've not understood the deeper meaning.
Stinky.
So I've spoken to some educated people and actually they've probably seen the better side of it anyway. But I tell you what, I do want to watch Oppenheimer.
Yeah, but isn't that on for like 3 hours?
Yep, I want to watch Oppenheimer. 3 hours to myself. So my missus, I don't think I'd watch Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer. What are you laughing at? Oppenheimer. Yeah, I've had enough.
I've got a question from one of our listeners this week.
Very good.
Should we do it to finish off while I can still breathe? So the crux of this is, I've not actually got them out, that's a bit rubbish in it, but why change the habit of a lifetime? The crux of this is that they work with somebody who's a bit smelly. They give them a lift into work every day.
Oh, no.
So obviously, when you're in close proximity with somebody in your car, it can be quite... It's you. All right, it's you. I'm telling you, it's you. Stop fighting in my car. There.
That's
I need to get it out.
That's how you handle it. You get it out in the open and say, look, I'm really sorry. Don't want me the person to tell you this. But if I can smell you, everyone else can smell you. And I'm sure you'd want to know.
It didn't say on the email what kind of smell, like if it was a
Piss.
It's just dog
Piss,
shit.
shit, BO.
Smoking fags.
Because
I think that makes a difference. You see.
Yeah.
If it's a genuine wash smell.
So let's have a gradient here then, right?
Fruit
They,
car wash,
they smell a piss. Is that a problem? Is that worse? Are you going to tell them or what?
You want the scale?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so
Right. So I'd start with something like
a smelly feet smell.
Yeah.
Good job, feet smell.
Yeah. Then I'd go into like a wet clothes smell.
See, I think a wet clothes smell smells worse than BO sometimes. Like, do you know a fusty wet
Lingers to
oh.
it, yeah. Then I'd maybe go into smoke if they're a smoker. Linger around. I went for a run the other day and I ran past somebody not smoking, but I could smell it as soon as I ran past them. I thought, it took me about 5 minutes to get past them. But so I'd go there, then I'd go bow, then piss, then shit. Oh no, there'd be dog in the middle of there as well.
Wet dog.
Yeah. That's kind of fusty clothes smell, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So along them lines, yeah. If there's literally like they've stood in dog ash and got in my car, that's got to be worse than it.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got heaters on.
So what would you do then? There's a thing here, how well, if you give them a lift, you've got to be close in friendship, surely.
You'd like to think so, wouldn't you?
That it could be approachable.
I think I'd start off with, I think I smell a bit today. You can't smell me.
The bellies that go, yeah, you do, I smell you stink.
Well, I've been in this situation before. Not where I've had to directly say...
Someone's told you you stink.
Someone's told me. But knowing that this goes on, I've got to a point where I put way too much deodorant on that it burns me. I've got to that point before. Thinking, I don't want to be where people talk about me. I think it's something that you need to get. But again, it does matter what the smell is. If it's wet dog, it's a hard one, isn't it?
Is it?
Just go, you smell like your dog. You're going to start walking if you don't wash.
Riding the dog to work if need be. Yeah. I mean, I'm not an animal fan per se anyway, so I ain't got much patience for
You've got that fake allergy, haven't you?
Yeah. It's a good one.
Works.
If you're comfortable to speak, like, if I smell, I would want someone to say, God, you smell a bit. I'd be like, I genuinely don't think I'd go, you are. I'd be like, oh, Christ, thanks for telling me. Do you know what I mean? I'll grab some spray or something. Do you know what I mean? I would actually be thankful that someone's told me. Yeah. I know it's easy people say this all the time, but I'm like you. I am body conscious and I probably wear a little bit too much cologne. I wear a bit too much. So I never want to smell.
If you're wary of your clothes, you've worn them once and thinking, that was a busy day yesterday.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. I very rarely, I mean, Amy didn't like it, but like I very rarely wear things twice. Even like things like jeans or hoodies and stuff. They end up in wash, and she's like, "You've only had that for a couple of hours." And I'm like, "I know, but I've had it on. It's no longer clean."
You don't know me. How sweaty am I?
But so I am quite clean conscious. So, but in the same breath, if I did smell, I'd want someone to tell me, and I'd happily take that on board. As in,
I think I'd be the same. I want someone to. In my mind, I want someone to tell me, but as soon as they tell me, I'm like.
So yeah, so it's hard to say because, like, I don't think anyone's ever said to me, "God, you stink." Apart from my wife.
I think as well, though, these type of things can affect like longer term stuff, and could affect their future relationships with people. So I think at some point you need to just
because they ain't getting invited out, are they, for a night out if they smell like that?
and things like smelly feet, them sort of smells linger. When my kids have been in car and they've had the shoes off, and then I get back in car, I'm like, this one's.
Yeah.
Or if I've been in car all day and I've let a toot out every now and again, and then get out the car and get back in, I'm like, what's
died in here? What's happening? Yeah.
So tell them.
I think tell them. I'm quite nose sensitive. Like, I'm sensitive to smells.
Would you leave a note for them? Could you write in a note? Or just a text?
Like paper clippings out from headlines in an envelope. You stink. Get a wash.
Get a wash or die. You could try that, Roo.
That might work. Oh no, they take it. Move to the police.
You suddenly end up in prison. And you don't have to deal with it anymore.
No, yeah.
Everyone's a winner.
At least some they might smell.
Oh god, back to square one.
You might start smelling semen or something as well. Oh.
You had enough. Let's do this again next week. I shall see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday.
Keep smiling.
Stay safe, mate.